Yo, it's your boy once again. We back up in this piece like we never left. Welcome to my YouTube channel. First things first, please make sure that you follow all the social links below. And be sure to tap in to the Dreading It podcast live every single Tuesday at 8:30 on YouTube, and every Sunday for the YouTube members, the members lounge. Oh, excuse me. Right. I for those that you've just seen my last video, boy, you lot were saying that I needed to watch it, and I 100% needed to watch that. And now after watching that, you're I was livid. But it just kind of shows that it's the type of individual that Ren is. Ren's heart is massive, and even in the midst of the fuckery, he was still willing to collaborate with Cujo, and Cujo essentially just spat in his face and said, "I want my money." So, Bon Cujo in it all day long. Now, this one here was requested by one of the TDIP family, one of the renegades, saying that I should really delve into it, about Ren's hitting the 1 million subscribers. Now, this one apparently is very, very important. And the people were saying, yeah, I think that you will definitely enjoy this one. So let's take this one in. It's a 5-minute video. So let's see what Renaud is saying today.
I want to keep this short and sweet because I wrote something that I want to share with you. But first of all, I just want to say how grateful I am. I've reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which is a flipping huge milestone. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported my music over the years, whether you're newly on board or have been here for a while. I wanted to say thank you to the YouTube reaction community who have gotten behind my stuff in a big way and really helped me reach this goal. So thank you, guys.
It probably wasn't me, but you know.
Yeah, I wanted to read this passage that I wrote about success. It's too much for me to remember right now, so bear with me. But yeah, success to me means that I have a responsibility that transcends me. If I have a platform where people are paying attention, then I feel like it's my duty to make that count. It's far more important than my aspirations with music and what I could personally gain. There's a saying that stuck with me recently, which was a rising tide lifts all ships. Somehow, by finding success for myself has meant that I can find success for the people around me, and that makes me feel very rich. I'm in a very strange position right now where I owe much of my success to the most destructive force in my life, which has been the turbulence of my physical and mental illness. The thing that has by far brought me the most pain has been a source of constant inspiration, which ironically led to creations which brought me the most joy. Creating art, which means something to somebody else and can potentially be a companion to somebody else in the dark, justifies my own pain, and I desperately needed that to be justified. There are a lot of people alive today who live in the dark. It's a place that I'm very familiar with. In the peak of my health problems, I was severely underweight. All my meals had to be restricted and blended, and I was so tired that I couldn't participate in life. I couldn't socialize, I couldn't watch films, I couldn't read. My bones constantly hurt. Even standing in the shower was excruciating and exhausting.
Wow.
And this went on for years.
Wow.
With no answers. Nobody could have ever convinced me during that time that my pain and suffering would be a source for something good, because it felt insidious. Nobody could have ever convinced me that something constructive can come from hurting every day. But I'm here to tell you that if you are hurting every day, don't be afraid. One thing I know to be a certain, to be a constant law of the universe, is that life is inconsistent. Life is beautiful and life is hideous. Life is kind and life is cruel. Dancing inside this dichotomy and inconsistency makes me know that you won't hurt forever, whether that comes from resolution of what you're going through or acceptance of where you are. You won't hurt forever. You don't know yet whether or not your pain conceals gold. It definitely conceals wisdom, and it's definitely a catalyst for filling you with empathy. So stand strong, my friends, and don't let the darkness consume you, because once you know the dark and become intimate with it, you become very capable of wielding the light. You could be instrumental for changing this world for the better. There's nothing humble about shrinking or doubting yourself because you are large. You can be ferocious and you could be magnificent. For the medical industry, who too often let people fall through the cracks, it's your duty to do better. For the people living in the light, who have either stepped out of their shadow or have never had to walk beside it, it's your responsibility to put out untainted love. Our own greed, desire to ferociously expand, and decisions rooted in self-interest can benefit ourselves in a material sense, but can be very destructive to the hive and the world around us, ultimately hurting ourselves. So we really must consider that if we're going to step into a bright future. As humans, we have an incredible potential, and it would be a shame to throw it away. So community, humanity, and changing our relationship with the natural world so it leans more towards homeostasis must be a priority number one. If you're watching this and there's a knot tied up in your stomach with bitterness, anger, or hatred for your fellow human being, be with it, feel it, understand it, express it, and then let it go. You're hurting. Give yourself love, forgive yourself, and then project that love outwards and the anger will pass. We have a decision in every interaction to tilt the world towards heaven or hell, towards Jannah or Jahannam, utopia or dystopia. And some people's ideas of heaven will be another's image of hell. So tread carefully, but treat those differences with respect. Tapestries are made beautiful because of the variety in the sum of their parts. Thank you to 1 million people inside this rich tapestry for the opportunity for me to try and spread my own vision of what I believe to be good. And thank you for justifying my pain. Thank you. I love you. I want to...
Rah, rah, rah. Right. Now, one thing, right, I've learned over the last, let's say, couple of weeks, right, that Ren is not a complex individual. He's not a complex individual. This is my take on it. The guy is very simple in a sense where just, it's like with him is just do good and be good. That's one part that I've taken from that. One of the things that he said, that is, when it comes to this level of success that he has, you definitely have a responsibility to those that have eyes on you. And me and Sai discuss this all the time. Outside of TDIP, we always discuss this. Like me and Sai, we don't shy away from certain topics. We understand that we can say certain things and certain things might rub people the wrong way, and the same thing that rub people the wrong way, other people might be like, oh, they make a good point. But at the same time, we do have a responsibility now that we have eyes on us. Obviously, with the Dreadnought podcast having 16,000 subscribers and so on, and I feel that we're going to grow bigger and better, and that's no doubt in part to you guys. But yeah, he's absolutely right. When you're doing this kind of thing, you have a responsibility to those that have eyes on you. I find that so, it's weird that he says, I think I resonate with Ren even more now, like because of that. And not to mention, it's something that Ren and I have in common. Like, he has an autoimmune disease, I suffer from sickle cell, and obviously I wouldn't say that my tribulations are anywhere close to his, but when I've learned a lot about myself, especially over the last couple of months, that my sickle cell can stop me from doing certain things. Like my sickle cell, my crisis manifests itself in migraines. Now, for a long time, I just thought I had standard migraines, but it turns out the frequency of the migraines is attributed to the fact that I sickle cell crisis. And I may not have sick crises where my organs are failing me and I'm walking around and hurting and stuff like that. My head, when I tell you the migraines are excruciating, sometimes I just want to just rip my own head off. But that right there, because of what Ren just said there, where he talks about being in excruciating pain, even going to the shower, I think I resonate with him even more so now having understood what I'm going through and understanding what he's going through, even though I still don't know the ins and outs of Lyme disease. But more power to Ren for persevering and still being able to create art for people, for himself obviously, and for people, because people love him. People love this guy. 1 million subscribers. That's 1 million eyes on, man. Because people are recognizing his skill, his talent, and people are resonating with his skill and his talent. I think I've come to respect Ren even more now. Now that I've watched that. That's incredible. Thank you, TDIP family, for making me watch that. That is powerful. That is powerful. I'm speechless. There's not much I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna do the cheesy outro because right now, I'm in my head. Right now because that was powerful. Guys, until next time, peace.